All right, welcome back. We're going to open up a stack of packs from the 1990 NFL Pro Set series of cards. There are a lot of really great players in here, a lot of inserts that are incredible to find, and even a Lombardi Trophy hologram. That's super rare, but I think we'll try to get one. We have our podium here. Great cards go there. Only one will remain at the end, being our best card. We'll have some fun along the way, learn about the players, learn about the cards, and some of the pricing as well. So if you're following along from home, you can get an idea of what your collection might be worth. So with that, let's dive right in. And from the top, we've already got a great card. Deion Sanders, number 36, worth around $50 in a PSA 10. This one does have some whitening around the edges, so probably not going to be a perfect 10, but we'll still put him in a sleeve and evaluate later. But pretty cool. First card in the first pack, and we're doing all right. He's going to take our podium spot. I mean, we can't do much better than that. What a way to go. Why not follow that up with Michael Irvin? Dennis Smith. Jack Lambert. Ron Morris. Derek Thomas. And typically, the common cards are, common card value. So if we see anything cool, then I'll stop. But other than that, we'll just kind of cruise through and enjoy seeing what we see, and then maybe find a cool surprise here or there as we are looking. Jackie Slater. Anthony Carter. Dan Reeves, head coach. And Super Bowl number 5. And our scratcher. All right, let's head into pack number 2. Let's see, what can we come up with here? Come on, hologram. I wonder if we look to the side. So there's a card right here. If we're looking, and right in the middle right here is a thick, or maybe it's kind of bent, or maybe that was an insert, and so it has a different composition, but you can kind of see visually, there we go, that there's something different there. So I don't know what it is, but we will find out shortly, and I'm definitely curious. Vi Sikahima. Dan Henning, head coach. David Fulcher, or Fulker, card number 342 of the Bengals. Joe Montana, card number 2. So there's a differentiator here. If there's the way the yards were mentioned, the one we're looking for is if it says for Jim Kelly, 3,521 yards. That's what we're looking for. And this has Jim Kelly 3,130. So I believe that is not the error card that has a potential value, because his 3,521 up here, I think they automatically, in the error card, put that down there for Jim Kelly. So this one doesn't seem to be the super valuable one comparatively, but we'll still put it aside because it's Joe Montana, and that's pretty cool. All right, Ozzie Newsome, card number 75. Now here's an error card that may have some value of around $123 in a PSA 10 if his born town is listed as Little Rock, and right now it looks like he's born in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, so not the error card, and we'll keep on cruising. But hello to Ozzie Newsome. Mike Johnson, 347. Marcus Cotton, card number 33. And Johnny Holland, 110. Bo Jackson, there we go. He gets the horn. And the Flames, one of the coolest cards in this set. Obviously, Bo Jackson from the Raiders, card number 155. Now, this one is probably one of the biggest ones we could pull. In a PSA 10, they're around $1,000 card, but as you know, it's very hard to get a 10, and especially in these years of a card, the edges it can be very frayed, roughed, losing color, etc. So we're gonna have a reveal, and we're gonna turn it over together, see how the front looks, and if we have pulled something fantastic or it's just another common card. So here we go. All right. So very cool to see it. And I think you probably see what I see already, especially on our background. There's some whitening up here of the corners. There's some whitening down here and on the edges. So actually that could just be, no, it looks like it's there. I don't know. I'll have to look closer, but the surface looks incredible. The centering is really good. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to put this into a sleeve and then check it out in more detail later. But either way, way cool to see a Bo Jackson coming right out of the pack in this stack. So I'm glad you were here with me for that. And we will gently put that in and gently take this out. And there we go. Bo Jackson in his sleeve. I think he's going to overtake Deion for our prime time spot, but very cool to pull Bo Jackson out of a pack. So there we go. Moving ahead, we have Mark Carrier and Reggie Langhorne, Mike Wilcher, Keith Millard, Bud Carson, and Super Bowl 22. Awesome. All right, on we go. We're not even to the middle of the stack yet, and we've got some pretty surprising ones that came out. Oh, I wonder. Oh, I can always watch the video because we were saying what was in the middle that looked different. And I wonder if that was the Bo Jackson card. I guess I could theoretically rewind the video, count how many cards in it was, and then take a look. But that would be cool to know because I wonder if that's an indicator of, what special cards are, or if that's in every one. Because even looking at this one, it still looks like in the middle, you could see like a little bit of a color variation, like whatever this card is right here. It's different than the one before it. Let's take a look. Let's look at what that card is. Pat Swilling and Jeff Bryant. All right. So, I don't know. But we will find out over time. Here's card 206. Eric Sievers of the Patriots. Vincey Glenn. Chargers. Andre Rison of the Colts. Tom Landry, head coach, number 28, Hall of Fame selection, in a PSA 10 worth around $55. So definitely a cool card. And I'm curious. Actually, this is an interesting one to see. It's probably never going to be a PSA 10, and here's why. If you look closely, see if we can get it. On the left here is a line that runs all the way down. And if you look closely, over here is the white. Over there is the white. And then you kind of come down. And this looks like potentially this picture cut. So it's part of the next card, I believe, and the entire set of cards is probably cut off center. And that's why we're getting part of the next card on this card. So pretty cool to see. I'll sleeve it up. We'll check more later. But given that, I'm sure that it's not going to be a PSA 10. But I am kind of intrigued, like errors like that, like it's such an error that it's not just like, oh, it's a little off center and it looks bad. It's almost like rare in itself that like it's cut like that and you get part of 2 cards in 1. So I wonder if there's any value there or if I just think it's cool. But either way, I think it's cool. So there we go. Tom Landry. Next up, we have Sean Farrell, Mike Munchak, Tom Newberry, Pat Swilling. I feel like we've seen him a couple times. Jeff Bryant, Eric Randall, Pierce Holt, Greg Bell, Joey Browner, Eric Metcalf, and Super Bowl number 19. So I think we're doing pretty well with the Super Bowls. I don't see too many doubles yet. It would be kind of fun to put together a subset of all the Super Bowl cards, so maybe we'll do that. But for now, we are just ripping for the winners. And here we're starting out with Eddie Brown, wide receiver on the Bengals. Billy Joe Tolliver, Freddie Young, Fred Young, no Y, got double D, Fred Young. Anthony Thompson, running back from Indiana, Maxwell Club Player of the Year in 1989, Stanley Morgan of the Patriots, Thurman Thomas, running back for the Bills, John Settle, Jim Wilkes, Eugene Robinson, Bruce Hill, Jesse Sapolu, Larry Kelm, and anything could be coming up. Chris Dolman, Ricky Natiel, might be a smoother way of pronouncing that, and Super Bowl 21, Giants Broncos in 1987. Nice one there. All right, we are in our turning the corner pack, top of the mountain pack. Pack 5 of 9, so we are right in the middle of the lot. And we got Bruce Smith, Gil Bird, Donnell Thompson, Mike Coffer, 49ers kicker, 1989 NFL scoring leader. That's pretty cool. Dino Hackett, 143. Rod Woodson, Pro Bowl right there. Sam Weish, head coach. John Fourcade, quarterback of the Saints. John L. Williams, Seahawks running back. Vinny Testaverde, quarterback of the Buccaneers. Bernie Kosar, quarterback of the Browns. Henry Ellard, Scott Studwell, Charles Mann. And again, Super Bowl 21 in back-to-back packs. Giants, Broncos, 1987. Our scratcher. And on we go to the next pack. Let's see what we've got here. Harry Galbraith. Eric Howard. Mike Pryor. Buck Buchanan. Don Griffin. Rufus Porter. Gary Zimmerman. Roy Foster. Chuck Knox. Lars Tate. Roger Craig. Jerry Gray. Mike Merriweather. Paul Farron. And Super Bowl number 23, 49ers, Bengals, 1989. Down to the final stretch of a few packs. Fingers crossed. We want to get a hologram. I believe the hologram is in this one. That would be incredible. A Lombardi Trophy hologram. Let's look on the side. Nothing big jumps out. You never know. Louis Oliver, 182. Raul Alegre, 222. Albert Bentley. He's jumping all around there. He's still running. He's still playing. Lindy Infante, head coach. Now this does show, let's see. Let me see. There may be an error card related to this. Let me check. Nope, I don't think so. So, all right. On we go. Nate Odomes of the Colts. Nope, of the Bills. Eric Allen of the Eagles. Harry Hamilton. Vaughn Johnson. Followed up with Norm Johnson. Jim Arnold. Mike Coffer, kicker of the 49ers. John Robinson, head coach. And Al Noga. Vance Johnson. Super Bowl 8. Interesting, this card you could see from the printing process is a little wrinkly right there, right out of the pack. So you never know what you're going to get, but it's still cool to get it. And our scratcher. And all right, we are almost at the finish line. Doing great. Let's see what's coming up next. Lewis Sharp, 261. Believe we've seen him before. Bart Oates. John Hand. Bob Griese, quarterback of the Dolphins. Scott Radicchik of the Bills. Keith Byers of the Eagles. Ray Perkins. Frank Warren. Brian Millard. Morton Anderson. Pete Holohan. Clay Matthews. Henry Thomas. Troy Aikman. There we go. How's it going, Troy? And Super Bowl number 9. So that brings us to our last pack of the stack. I think we've done really well. Bo Jackson started everything off. Can't believe that was like the first one, but it's been a great one. Let's see what the ending can bring. Card number 256, we have Roy Green of the Cardinals. Phil Simms, all right. 230 of the Giants. Dwayne Bickett, 130 of the Colts. Percy Snow, Michigan State, card number 21. 89 Lombardi Award winner. Jim Kelly, all right. Quarterback of the Bills. This is around a $70 card and a PSA 10. Looking quickly, the let's say the edges look really good, but up here in the top right, there seems to be a little white speck. And I wonder if that is just card dust or if it is, there we go, right there. So maybe it's nothing, maybe it's something. What we'll do is we'll sleeve it up and then we'll check it out again very soon and see if that may be worth submitting for grading. It could just be some printing dust, but who knows? And that is the world of fickle grading. Jim Kelly, I don't think he's going to overtake Bo Jackson. Bo's a tough one to beat, but really cool to see this one. Now we're getting a strong end of the pack. Let's go with Anthony Miller, Tom Rothman, Jeff Leishman, it's weird, the focus sometimes is spot on, sometimes you got to move it around just a little bit. Joe Nash, Mark Rypien, Irv Pankey, Pharrell Edmonds, Darrell Green, Chris Spielman, and we've got Super Bowl 17. So there we go. A pretty good pack, a pretty good stack. Let's take a look at what we've got. Obviously, the winner of today is going to be Bo Jackson, but we've got a couple others there, well worth a place next to him. We have Jim Kelly, we have Tom Landry, and we've got Deion Sanders. So really great set. I think we had some surprises in there. I was definitely surprised by the Bo Jackson. So hope you learned something and hope you had some fun. And there you have it. Until next time.